traffic jam. Well, we're almost getting there. As you can see here, some of these boards are staying clean, but also a few of them, literally 3 of them, aren't really doing that well. Now I've got one quick thing to show you. Hopefully the camera can show it up. Slight sanding marks. That's because I've been over it with the sanding discs. That is to prevent this here from happening. So just scrape off that dirt in order to get those boards clean so that the stones can scratch at them and clean them up as well. Now I've got this thingy-McDo whopper to plough around. One of the massive downfalls to ploughing or cultivating. Them damn birds eating your worms. Never fails. Open these tapes so that when I'm doing the headlands or the last run, I don't have to rip them out. Huh, look what I just found sitting here. It's an old wrench. Good as new. And now it'll sit there for another 30 years. Now lesson number 182 is right here with this little headland that I did in front of this trough. So is what I did here is 3.5 swipes. Why did I do 3.5 swipes? Well, see here, this was where the last furrow was, and of course the actual 7th or last furrow was up in the air. Why? So that I didn't create a ditch or last furrow mark like this. Because I'm going up and down that way or across it, I would have to go ba-doomf, 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 to be exact, through it, and then the plough a little while longer, ba-doomf, and that would put a shock through the frame and through the chassis of the tractor. So that's why I did it that way. Now the next lesson, 1, 2, 3, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 22. So just watch the plough really closely on this next run that I'm about to do. You may just pick up on what I'm about to explain next. So the last run was about here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've got 10 steps difference with either end. So I've got 22 steps down there and 12 steps down here. Is what I'm doing is using the variable width on the plough to take up the V, because these paddocks, the two side fences, aren't parallel. So as you should hopefully see past the tractor there, I am one run short. So if I had one run more with the variable width on the plough, I should have been able to get this last run flush with the fence. But unfortunately, as you can see, I'm too slow to it. Well, that was a complete shambles. Bugger. But am I worried about it? No, not really. See, our other cultivator, I could just patch that up and make it look like normal, make it look like everything was done by a professional. And all it'll take is just one run up and back, and it'll cover in what ditch or last furrow that I've left behind. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay. So that right there is my mark. So now that I've got going up and down the paddock finished, I've got to do my headlands. And after that performance, I'm not looking forward to it. So every cultivating season, we normally do about 10 paddocks. And it's normally on the 11th that I finally figure out what I'm doing. Okay, so hopefully I have redeemed some respect from you guys for that headland that I just completed then. It's a little bit more flush than the other one. In fact, I'm pretty proud of it actually. And so now to finish off the other paddock, all I've got to do is the other headland up the top by the state highway. And then we'll move on to the next paddock. I have an idea to get this job done a wee bit faster. Ah, that's better. So that's the first paddock done for the season. And as you can see over here, I started the next paddock. But I kind of forgot about you guys. Not good enough, is it? But as you can see, I haven't got the left-hand wheel of the tractor in the last furrow, right? But to make that first furrow bite into the ground, and then effectively the rest of the plough bite into the ground, I just dropped the 3-point linkage down a little bit, and that enables that guy there to drop into the ground in order to plough, of course. One of the worst things with having pivots. Since cleaning those boards, it seems to be a lot more fuel efficient, of course, but also I'm gaining a lot of traction. That was close. Wasn't me.